Good morning, MarketChameleon.com. I'm Adam. That's Will. What's up, my man?
What's up, Chameleon? How you doing?
We're talking about Tom Green, the great Tom Green. I'm going to say he's a great man. He invented the whole space of like just hilarious in-your-face reporting. And back in the old days when he was on MTV, he would interview people on the street, and then he would say, hey, so Frank, here in Canby, are you excited about the new proposal about the green spaces? And he'd push and the person would squirm around with their mic. Oh, my God, dude.
That's
Hilarity. Love that guy.
Good
anyway,
humor.
Follow Tom Green on Instagram. He's a character, man. Oh, man. Why don't you go ahead and bring your screen up there, Brozilla. Everybody, thanks for joining us on Twitter, YouTube, the Facebook. Love you guys. There's the disclaimer, guys. Remember, all trading is risky, including option trading. So you got to do your research. That's what the Chameleon's for. Will's going to walk us through some stuff here this morning. What do you got for us, brother?
Well, I was scrolling through the market feed before I turned on the news this morning when I was up in my bedroom, and I don't know if everyone saw, but there was this big trade in this 3 times crude oil ETF. I hope everyone is aware what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz. Some real interesting stuff in the Middle East right now. Drone, 200 million. Who thought? I mean, who's producing a $200 million drone? That's what we should.
Come on, is that how much that drone was? $200 million. Is that what they were saying? That drone that got shot down was worth $200 million.
I was like, what?
Dude, you can buy a drone for $99 on Amazon.
I mean, if a $200 million drone, I mean, maybe they said $2 million drone.
Yeah, dude,
I was like, really? I've heard of $50,000 toilet seats, but it seems like in ratio, a $200 million drone is worse.
Why not just have a plane? Because the drone's almost invisible. Yeah, but
not
$200 million.
I mean, God,
it's one of those things. It's like if we got Musk involved, if Musk started a private drone company, that same drone would cost $18,000.
I almost fell off my chair when I heard
$200 million. People, you wonder why.
Take it with a grain of salt.
You start working with the government and you realize this is all waste, guys. There's just all waste. All waste. It's incredible, man.
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, yeah, because you even work for the government, man. You haven't seen it in action.
Either of you.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't. You sell cosmetics.
$200 million.
I mean, are you trying to let the communities know about your CIA activity?
I mean, is it a drone that like drops bombs and
rescues
people?
I have no idea, but it got so heated overnight that the rumors out there, and this has hit, I guess, I mean, it's your favorite news source, the New York Times, is saying that Trump actually ordered a missile strike.
Right. And then retracted it or something like that.
And then retracted it. You could imagine that episode going off in the White House.
Oh, my goodness.
I envision him on the toilet saying, let's bomb those bastards. And they all run, start putting the stuff in, and then they bring him, he's up, has completely cleaned himself off the bidet, comes out. They come with the form from the sign. He's like, nope, we're not going to do it.
You think there's a form to Sir, we need you to fill out this form for the bombing. I think we're all very confused about how this works.
Could be interesting.
But yeah, so so when was that put on? That was put on this morning? Is that a pre-market thing?
That commentary is coming out pre-market. This drone was shot down yesterday.
No. When was that contract fulfilled?
What contract?
I thought you were looking at what were you just showing us? Go back a tab.
I have no idea what's going on.
What were you just showing us?
What
dude?
are you talking about?
I feel like
market feed being stuffed in my face. This was a
oil U. What is that?
At the money. Well, a little bit out of the money call.
Significant call activity. That's what I'm asking you about, man. What's so hard here, man?
Large upside move after significant call activity.
There we go.
That was after hours yesterday, and you can see it was up yesterday. They're betting on a move.
Now, how did that happen? Who laid that bet, my friend?
That was me. participant right now.
Hey, you did
Anyways,
talk about the oils the last week or so.
there's no real play, I don't think, in the straight oil or this ETF. I mean, unless you want to go just buy the options, nothing's showing up with edge. But I looked at the broad energy sector, the XLE. We've talked about this numerous times. It's well off its yearly highs. I mean, you look 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. I mean, this is, been bouncing off this, $55 bottom, basically.
Yep.
That's how I would play the move in oil. I mean, I think what goes on in the Middle East is only a piece of it. They get this trade deal worked out, things like that. It could be even better, but, did a screen for XLE.
Hey, everybody, while Will's pulling that up, thanks for joining us. If you are on Twitter, thanks for joining us. Love you guys. YouTube, of course. We got tons of people on the tube and the Facebook. Love you, Zucks. Thanks for tuning in every morning, Zucks. Are we going to chat about Facebook more today, man?
A little bit. I got some good Facebook stuff.
Oh, great.
Why are they asking for that?
I just,
is there a full face?
Let's just say I've had a job offer.
Really? From Twitter?
Me and the Zucks getting the crew back together.
XLE, a lot of interest and opportunities there if you want to get bullish using the credit put spreads. And a lot of good companies make up that XLE. I mean, if you look at the ETF, the holdings of this ETF, I mean, it's all the big ones: Exxon, Chevron, Conoco.
Yep.
We talked about some of the Permian Basin plays last week.
You got into that the other day. Yep.
Yeah. Now there's some interesting stuff. Also on the oil front this morning, the 10th largest supplier of oil or refiner and the largest on the East Coast took a hit. Massive explosion at a gas refinery in Philly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you see that go off? Did you hear that?
I was awoken at 3 a.m. with a little shake in Bucks County.
Wow, look at that. Huh?
The people of South Jersey supposedly felt it.
Wow.
You got to love someone tweeting that out at 3:10 off 76.
Love it, man. Dude, we're all reporters, man. This is a magical time, man. I keep saying it. Yeah, absolutely magical.
Look at that. That is nasty.
Whoa. Holy smack. That is a ball of fire.
I mean, that is, at some point, everyone be aware with your phone, you're driving down the highway and they know what you're doing and you're looking at fires while you're driving. That's not a good thing to do.
Come on, dude. He's probably in a Tesla, man. You don't even need to worry about it. That's what I'm telling you, man. We're not. Yeah. See, my brother still is under the delusional belief that we're all going to be driving in 10 years, man.
But this, I did do a dig deep in this, and this is actually a private equity group that owns this refinery. I remember when it was auctioned off.
Really?
I didn't realize it was the 10th largest. Yeah.
So it was bankrupt and got auctioned, or wasn't bankrupt and got auctioned? And
it's a big producer of airline fuel, so could have some effect on the airline. Depending on how big this thing gets. Just be aware of that. I didn't do any searches for the airlines, but obviously gas prices are a big variable into the airlines. Next, SHAK announced a big move south of the border. They're going to start selling tacos on their menu in Mexico. Very big move.
You're kidding me. You're joking, dude, right?
Tacos. They're moving to setting up their flagship store in Mexico City.
Okay.
Just another move of a great product. I mean, I laughed, and believe me, I was in a different world when I first got out of school. I was a aspiring pizza man with Domino's.
Yep.
And I thought I saw the top of the pizza market, and that was 1990. And man, I was wrong.
Yep.
You got to learn from your mistakes. I mean, when I stopped being involved as a general manager with Domino's because I didn't think you could franchise and make money because there was Pizza Hut, Little Caesars. I mean, Papa John's entered the market. I mean, you have all
how
these.
Could you make money with more and more and more and more competitors?
Yeah. And it becomes a volume game, and people who have access to the equity markets pull it off. And I felt the same thing when SHAK came in the market. I'm like, who needs another burger chain, right? And man, you put a beer on the menu. I mean, the cheese on those fries are. I mean, I'm mouth
Well,
watering.
they have differentiator, and the differentiator is a really really good burger. Yeah.
And a chicken sandwich that chases
You got to be an
Chick-fil-A.
idiot to order a chicken sandwich. I'm sorry, dude.
No, the chicken sandwich is the bomb, the absolute bomb. All my kids go right for the sandwich and throw a little extra spice on it. It's really.
Is it a fried chicken sandwich or is it a grilled?
Oh,
Totally,
come on, dude.
totally fried, right?
They don't offer a grilled option. They have one, and that's what they do great. They have like one burger.
Yeah.
You can get it like with 3 patties, but it's and maybe some bacon on it. It's not a lot of wild,
Yeah.
crazy options. And literally, my mouth's watering.
So they're expanding to Mexico. How many stores they plan on having in the first year?
They're expanding overseas. That's way too deep. That research you're asking me. Chameleons go out there and look. I just did a quick search because I'm hungry for bullish opportunities in SHAK.
SHAK. So there are a couple out there for us.
Yep, a couple. Kohl's was the last one on the bullish side. I was listening to the CEO talk, and they're doing these layoffs and restructuring. Who knows? I mean, we talked about Kohl's earlier as an Amazon drop point.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that it's a tremendous success. Just be aware. Watch their earnings coming out. If you want to take a play on the long side of Kohl's, I would do it through some options. But it is dangerous at times trying to catch a fallen knife. I think it was the great Jimmy Buffett who said that. But lots of bullish opportunities if you want to take a stab. Oh, my God. Did I just say that?
Dude, you're killing it today, man.
On the bearish side.
Mr. Tom Green over there, dude. Mr. Funny Pants.
You always have to give some bear looks. I thought it was interesting that a couple companies, fresh companies, joined the petition that we shouldn't go into a trade war with China, a full-blown trade war.
Mm-hmm.
I just
There's a petition. There's a petition out there to sign.
There is, and they came to the forefront today. So I just view them as the biggest risk if there is an issue.
Scroll. So let's see. I can't see, man. What do you got? What do you got? What's up, dude? I can't see it, dude.
You want to see it? Do you want to see it?
No,
Apple?
I don't want to see it.
Apple, Dollar Tree, and Fitbit.
Oh, look at you, man.
Though there were some plays in Fitbit and Dollar Tree small spreads, only a few of them. I thought Apple was the biggest one. If you want to take a bearish shot at a stock that's probably going to get really hurt if this trade war goes off fully, and I'm going to have to add it to my
So you're just thinking that because of all the pieces and parts that go into the Apple.
Yeah, and I know I mean the Chinese government, the people of China, there's been a populist revolt against Apple because they view Apple as the American,
Hawaii.
Yes, and then so there's that, and it's obviously, in my opinion, affecting them enough where they're really like, now publicly against a trade war, which, I'm against a trade. I don't want a trade war. I don't want any war. I want us all to live in peace and happiness. But, things do have to be fair. I don't know if going to war is the way to get it done, but this is a trade war, not a real, army war. But things have happened. Anyways, Apple, what do you think? Do we have any opportunities in Apple?
I would say yes. But you don't think just because obviously a trade war affects all iPhone or phone manufacturers, why are you worried that Apple's going to be hit worse? Is it just because it's the high end and the high end's going to be more suppressed?
Yeah, and I think I know it does sell a lot of phones in China.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah. So it's both.
That's kind of surprising to me. That must be a real. Well, I guess it's probably like the States. It's the luxury item, the item that show off to your friends, kind of thing.
It is, and I don't think people are doing that anymore. I mean, one thing's for sure: once you get linked into the Apple ecosystem, it's hard to withdraw yourself.
Man. Yep.
That's the rub.
That's right. You just broke your phone, right? And you couldn't switch. You couldn't pull the trigger, man.
I mean, it's the insurance. What do you think? You have insurance that you're paying. I don't know how much you pay a month exactly, but it's probably like for my family plan, I probably pay $25 a month.
How much a month?
probably 25 for all the phones, something
Okay.
like that.
And how much they give you your insured? It's like a car. They give you $14.
I should look at this because it's probably not worth it. I have to go back and look at it. But I have once a year we've probably used it. So once a year I pay $250 for a phone. So whatever that insurance is, but I get this reconditioned phone, right? I called you yesterday. I'm like, Adam,
Oh,
how you
wait.
doing?
Oh, so they don't even give you a new one. They give you a used phone.
It's reconditioned. What is that?
It's used.
It's actually
Used.
stamped.
They give you a used phone.
It's literally on the back of it. It's stamped reconditioned.
like stamped in steel.
It's refurbished.
Refurbished, yeah.
By Chameleon. So, anyways, when I called you, my voice sounded
it was like
what? You hear me?
So was that just with me, or was that with everybody? You were getting that same thing.
With everyone. I had people call.
I want to rent a.
So now you got to go back again. See, this is the time, the value of money, man, and the value of your time, which is, I try to tell you this all the time. You still haven't learned, bro. For you to reset that phone, redo it again, how many hours? I mean, are you worth $5 an hour, dude? You need to buy new phones, man.
I'm waiting for you to come up for a visit.
To fix it.
Yeah, you're going to fix it.
So you got to go back again, exchange it again. They give you another refurbished. Forget it, man. Just save your money on the insurance and just get yourself a new phone if you drop it. Buy better cases so they're less likely to break, man.
Kids are going to bomb you with questions. They all want their own YouTube channels. And I'm like, Uncle Adam. They're like, what kind of
I am thinking, man. Dude, if I get into the channel creation space, I just have a bunch of parents paying me to manage their kids' YouTube channels. What do you think about that job?
Sounds like a nightmare. Seems like a nightmare. So those were the Dollar Tree. I mean, Fitbit's already. I mean, it's really. Are you going to get short Fitbit because they're worried about the trade? Basically, Fitbit's going out of business if there's a trade war. That's what we're finding out.
Really? Why is that?
Well, they're one of the signers of this new document. It's a $4 stock. I mean, if they're that worried about what's going to happen, we can't increase our price. 25%. If everything goes up by 25%, obviously Fitbit realizes
they're out of business.
Yeah, they can't raise their prices. Wow. So if you've got Fitbit, be aware.
So wait. Did you show us some bearish activity in Fit? Let's see the bears, man. I want to go bear on Fit, man.
Well, man, you got to open your ears. Is my phone on my phone? I said I did a screen, and there were a few spreads that showed up, but not that many.
Not that many.
One.
Well, I didn't see them. Well, that's a few, dude.
There are a couple. So do your screen.
I'm Fitbit. I'm not a fan of anyway. I mean, is anybody? Obviously, it's at $4 right now.
Well, you had an opportunity. This was at least a $20 stock in its life. But I say that. But
hey, we've been wrong before, right? What was the other one?
$20 stock. It was almost a $50 stock.
Wow. Just look at it, man. What's their moat, dude? What's their piece of technology that they have that nobody else has? What's the thing they're doing better than anybody else? What is it, man?
I don't know. We got one around here. When I got one around here, I should have shorted the stock because it
died. Didn't it die? You went in the shower and it died on you or something?
I literally got it here. It blew up in the shower, and I was done.
Yeah.
I never got it.
That was the thing when I was taught. I remember you getting that, and I was like, you can't take it in the you can't wear it in the shower, and you're like, no, it's not waterproof. I'm like, what kind of crazy technology is this? What kind of watch company makes a watch that you can't get wet, a little bit wet? I mean, first of all, it's an athletic watch. What if you're running and in the rain?
That was the thing for me. It wasn't the one I got. I got the low end one, I guess. It wasn't even really a watch. It was just.
It's just like the band, right? Yeah.
It was a band.
Incredible.
And it really gave you nothing until you plugged it into your.
You gotta plug it in. I mean, it's incredible, dude. Yeah. This thing should be out of business.
In God's name, why weren't we all short? Where was Chameleon?
What were we thinking?
I mean, my God. Well, how's it even at $4?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Take a bear's look, man.
Last thing, I don't know if anyone read it. Whoa, I don't want to jump ahead. It was in, I think, Verge. There was a big piece on bodies in seats, and it was talking about the work conditions. And it's interesting how they refer to it as Facebook employees in these terrible working conditions. Have you read about this?
No, but I'm laughing as you're saying it, man. These terrible working conditions.
Yeah,
Word house.
it's
called an office, dude.
these offices are like, they're not Silicon Valley office parks. They're, level C bad office parks around the country. And, basically they're hiring these people the people they're hiring to screen content are, they're, you're flipping burgers or screening content. It's that type of market.
We should, if you being the socialist that you are, should be fired up about these jobs. These are jobs of people sitting in chairs, man. That's what you want. Me personally, I don't want my family, my friends having these jobs. I want these jobs going to people who are making no money or making, work in a field somewhere. I want these jobs happening for people who are in desperate situations, not like, these should not be the high-end jobs, man. Oh boy, what are you going to show us here, man? Come on.
I don't know. That excrement on the walls in the bathroom. What's really, and everyone should be aware of it. What really is the problem is some of these employees are basically, what they're seeing is, causing negative effects on their mindset. Not that they didn't have it before potentially, but they're the content the decision isn't just like you see something that makes you sick in 1 second, you just like bomb it, right?
Right, and turn it off. You turn it off if you're a Facebook employee.
You can't do that, right? So I don't know. It seems like that would be a help, but it turns out through deep research, second paragraph in, Facebook isn't even the owners of this company.
Sure, so they outsourced this to another company. Wise.
As any smart entity would, they outsourced it.
Yep, smart.
So Facebook, keep the bull on Facebook with this commentary. Lots of bullish opportunity if you want to get Facebook. If you want to get short that company, this is it, CTSH.
You dove deep for us. Look at Will bringing the heat, man. CTSH. Nice. Dude.
No one act on this without doing any further research and make sure this is actually the company. But it looks to me like this is the company.
Gotcha. All right, nice little heads up, dude.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. And I mean, listen, it could be the most bullish play.
Yeah.
They have to do all the search for everyone. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're the ones in the space. Like, oh, you got to use CTSH if you're doing if you're screening out bad content. CTSH has the best people in the business. I mean, who knows, man?
You're right. I mean, maybe they're going to
look at them. They're buying Zenith, man. The valuable brand of Zenith.
It's really interesting. I mean, a lot of these employees were based in South Florida. So it's interesting.
Well, they're acquiring Zenith, man. How bad could they be? I mean, Zenith is a quality television. Oh no, they don't manufacture.
No one manufactures anything in this country.
Do they manufacture anything anymore? What a cool name, though, man. If anybody wants to capitalize on a cool brand name, Zenith. Unfortunately, it has all that, like, 1970s.
Fly to a planet.
Hey, you got a nice view of it. My brand view is, like, 15-inch TV. That's my brand. When I think of Zenith, I think of, like, 15-inch color TV.
That's where you go when you think about most of your childhood. 15-inch TV.
I just remember the day when we got our grandma's old TV and she had a clicker and it was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Twitter. We're worldwide. Love you guys. Have a great day. And hasta lunes. Are we Friday? Is it Friday right now?
It is.
Hasta lunes, guys. See you guys Friday. Have a great day trading.
Have a safe trading day and a great weekend, everybody.